And one of those areas of self-control is this area of modesty. It's the reason that I've chosen to write about it. I have to tell you that when my publisher and my husband sat me down 10 years ago and said, "Your books on sexual purity are doing great. How about one on modesty?" I said, "No, thank you. No interest. I like clothes, I like fashion, I like shopping. I like a good hair day. I'm not having one, but I like them when I do." Today, I want to set the record straight and be honest with you and really delve into some areas where, as a leader in the modesty and purity movement, maybe we haven't taught as well as we should have. And it's maybe sent some inadvertent messages to you that have led you to believe lies and myths. The first myth is this: the modesty movement forbids the expression of feminine beauty. I have 2 Barbies in my office. One is a good old classic American Barbie. They say that if Barbie were a real living woman, let me say this carefully, that she would be so heavy in one certain region of her physique that she would have to walk on all 4s. True fact. The American Barbie sensualizes the female body, but I also have in my office a Muslim Barbie. Did you know there was such a thing? Her name is Fulla, and she is covered from head to toe with the exception of her face. And I want to state that I believe that both of these dolls create the same end result: a hyper-focus on the female body. Both raise awareness of a woman's sexuality and reduce her to being a mere body. And you know what? There are some pockets in Christianity where you may as well wear a burqa, girls, because the expression of feminine beauty is repressed. And when I go into those cultures, it's funny, when I greet the men, the male leaders there, it's like they don't want to touch me because I may have some sort of female plague. Have you been around this? I just came from the Dominican Republic, where my husband and I worked for an entire month, and it was really interesting to me that everywhere you go, the Christian brothers kiss the sisters. And I'm not talking about, yeah, not like that, no. I'm not talking about a Cedarville couple stealing a quiet moment in the BTS. What is with that? Is that ironic or what? I'm talking about every time I would be greeted by one of the pastors where I was speaking in his church, or one of the male Christian leaders, they would come in for one. And I didn't know what to do with that at first. It terrified me. But as I watched, now I should say it was an air kiss, all right? It was like they like come in on the cheek, and there's this just intimate moment, and it's not at all sexual. It's very familial. It's a family type. He's greeting his sister. But what I noticed is that the women there were, though very modest, extremely beautiful. And there wasn't a repression in the way that they approached modesty. And so there was a freedom for those women to celebrate their beauty. And the men were celebrating with them. It's biblical. Did you know 5 times in the New Testament it says we're supposed to greet each other with a holy kiss? Now, don't start kissing each other on the campus today, because that could go really badly for me. The truth is, we must teach women to celebrate their feminine beauty as we teach modesty. And if we do not do both of them simultaneously, we end up with one of these terrible extremes that actually does sensualize a woman.